and take the second exit.
Sorry.
Carry on. Sorry, I thought it was going to walk straight out.
Take the second left.
Hiya guys, welcome back to Clearview Driving. My name is Aman and today I'm doing a mock test with Surya.
Yeah.
Now he's travelled down all the way from Solihull to do this mock test. Now you've already got quite a few years of experience, about what was it, 10 to 12 years you said?
Yeah.
Of driving in India, and you have done some lessons here as well.
Yeah.
But you don't currently have a test booked, well, not in the distant future.
Yeah, I booked it on to the month of November.
Okay, but you'd like to bring your test forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so today's mock test is just to gauge where he's at and if there's any concerns, if I can give him any feedback. So before we get started, throughout the drive, I'm going to just get you to follow the sat-nav for the independent driving part of the test. Don't worry, it's going to go away. I will give you instructions outside of that when the sat-nav turns off. We're going to do one manoeuvre and we may also do the emergency stop.
Yeah.
Okay, similar to everything you've already been practicing with your instructor.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so for anyone that's new to the channel, don't forget to like the video, comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys enjoy the content and actually learn something along the way. Now I'm going to put a link down in the description if anybody is looking for temporary insurance, so you guys can have a look at that. When you're ready, we're going to get started.
Okay.
When moving off from stationary, you should always prepare the car and then look all around and lastly move off when it's safe. Surya looks all around and then prepares the car. Now this isn't an issue as long as you look around again before moving off. Now he gets marked down for moving off safety as he has not checked his right blind spot again and it's been some time. If somebody had been on the right, this would have been a serious fault. So always remember to do your right blind spot check as a final check.
At the end of the road, turn left, B470.
Coming up to the roadworks ahead, the left-hand lane is obstructed. Although we are making a left turn, it would have been a better idea to position in the right-hand lane as we need to move around the roadworks from the right. Surya positions in the left. Now this isn't necessarily a fault because the lane isn't closed yet, but it would have been good awareness and planning to position on the right a little bit earlier.
Turn left, B470.
As we get onto the new road, Surya does realise it's a 30 miles per hour road, but he uses second gear for longer in order to speed up quicker, and he goes into third gear when we get to the brow of the hill. As we go further down the road, there is a national speed limit on the left hand side of the road. As we're on a single carriageway, the speed limit is now 60 miles per hour. There are also no street lamps along this road, which means that there are going to be no reminders after this point that the speed limit is 60, but you would only drive up to that speed limit if it's safe to do so. If there are street lamps present and there's no signs, it means that the speed limit is 30 miles per hour. Anything above or below that number, you will get a constant reminder on the road. If there are no street lamps and no signs, that means that on a single carriageway the speed limit would be 60 and on a dual carriageway the speed limit would be 70. As we go slightly further down this road, we go back into a 40 miles per hour zone where there are street lamps, but there'll be signs throughout the road as a reminder.
After 300 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
On approach to this roundabout to turn left, we could have carried on straight away as the bus on the right hand side was approaching with no indicator. The second car was indicating to turn, but we had enough time to continue as we wouldn't slow them down. demonstrate how you would wash the rear windscreen?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
As Surya is an experienced driver, some of the gaps that he's taking on the roundabouts, most new drivers wouldn't take these gaps. There was a van approaching on the right-hand side. Now he gets a minor fault for the entry on this roundabout as he should have taken a safer gap. If the van had been any faster, this would have been a serious fault. As soon as the left-hand lane opens up on the carriageway, Surya makes sure to switch into the left-hand lane for position normal driving. Driving along this road, Surya continues driving in the left-hand lane, making sure to make good progress with the speed of the road, as well as maintaining a good following distance from traffic ahead. In the distance, the sat-nav is telling us to turn right, but initially the turn is about 2 to 3 miles away. But as we're going a bit closer, the sat-nav starts to give an audible warning that we need to turn right. And as we're now travelling at 40 miles per hour, it's a good idea to move over in good time. So around 500 to 600 yards would be good, but if we were travelling faster, you can move over earlier.
After 300 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A4. After 300 yards, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A4. Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, A4.
Surya starts the roundabout really well by following the marking to the left-hand side and going round in this lane. As we go round, this lane is now going to start to split into two, and we need to keep to the left half in order to exit the roundabout more easily. You can see the white line on the left and you simply follow it with your tyre. You don't need to switch your signal at this point, you would check your mirror to the left to move over. As we move forward from this point, the traffic lights in the distance had changed to red, but Surya doesn't realise until quite late, and he gets marked down for his control on foot brake as the brake was quite sharp.
Take the exit, A4, then take the second left. After 100 yards, turn left. Turn left. At the end of the
Surya gets marked down for signal timed as there was another junction on the right before the one we're taking. This could have been confusing had a vehicle been waiting on that entrance to come out. Surya nearly gets a serious fault on approach to the zebra crossing as we're turning left. There's a pedestrian on the right hand side who's approaching the crossing while on the phone. Now they're walking straight towards the road, but as we get close to the end they happen to turn around. Now we couldn't tell that the pedestrian was going to turn around at this point, as it did look like they're about to cross the road. Now I didn't have to take control at this point, as they're on the right hand side of the road, and as we went forward the pedestrian happened to spin around. But had the pedestrian been approaching from the left hand side in the same way, I would have had to take control, as they would have been too close to the car to take the risk. So always make sure when approaching a zebra crossing that's on a turn that we're slow enough to be able to stop if there are any pedestrians that are close to the zebra crossing.
Oops, sorry.
Carry on. Sorry, I thought he was going to walk straight out. Sorry, he was kind of just wandering, wasn't he?
Yeah, actually, he came and that's what I was watching him only.
No, I wasn't sure myself, honestly.
After 100 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the second exit. Go left on the roundabout and take the second exit. After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the second exit.
As we're taking the left on the roundabout, but it's the second exit, you would usually approach in the left-hand lane unless road markings state otherwise. And then as you enter the roundabout, you follow the lane round and signal left after you've passed the first exit. We're going to turn right. It's into a car park just up there, close to the traffic lights. There's the entrance.
Okay.
So turn right.
After
Turn right.
300
Right, yeah.
yards, turn left.
So just ignore the sat nav for a second. Right, just go ahead from here,
Okay.
and then just go right again in there. Okay, so Surya, what I'd like you to do now is to reverse into a space of your choice. Just make sure you finish within the white lines of the bay. While reversing into the space, as we were in between two spaces and had to go forward to readjust, Surya does get marked down for control, and before starting to reverse he does not check over his right blind spot, so also gets marked down for observation while reversing. Thank you. Alright, that'll be the end of your independent driving. I'm going to give you instructions as normal from now on.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, we'll exit the car park.
Okay, so exit is this way, right? This way.
Yeah. road on your left. Park up on the left, somewhere safe.
Left.
Yeah. That's great there, thank you. And drive off when you're ready. Turn left. Junction, turn right. Side, kind of in between those cars, doesn't need to be perfect. Yeah, and just keep going a little bit further, that'd be great there, thank you. Alright Surya, that's the end of your test. How was your drive?
Yeah, a little bit stressful.
Why was it stressful?
when it comes to when it comes to test, I think it's because of that maybe. I think I don't know. I mean, first I think on the moment we start this test, he was the signal was there.
Yeah.
I could have been waited before that junction. I think because I was obstacle for the cars
so
which was going towards the.
We weren't actually we weren't blocking the junction. It was the cars behind you. But you know you're making a left turn.
Yeah.
The arrows in front are telling you to move right, and you've positioned left and even signaled left. So it's very confusing.
But we were supposed to take a left, isn't it?
Yeah, true. But you have to go around this obstruction
to
the right.
Okay,
so your signal is a bit confusing, even though you're turning.
Yeah.
But that's why those two cars went past you afterwards.
Yes.
Because of your position and signal. So I would have just stayed on the right, but gone forward.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, it would be a pass, but there's a few things I want to go over. You are an experienced driver. You know what you're doing everything safely. But there was a point where I thought, don't like this. You know, where that white van was on the roundabout when we did that left turn.
Yeah.
There was a white van.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have gone then.
Actually, I was thinking to wait, but again, like I don't know. I'll take a judgment, and I thought I'll move.
Yeah, so he was okay. He didn't get like annoyed,
fast,
and he didn't pick up speed.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't really be going because he's on the roundabout coming in, and you've just kind of been a bit cheeky and gone in before him.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do that. Okay, so the brake was kind of what concerned me a little bit because sometimes the brake would come in and it's a bit sharp.
Okay.
So try to brake light and gradual so the person behind kind of have a bit more time to react.
Okay. Yeah.
Following the sat nav was really nice. We had that bit with the pedestrian near the zebra crossing.
Yeah.
I know he didn't
I was
cross.
completely watching that guy. And
I saw.
And he was there waiting. He was hesitating to either I cross or he was on the phone, I think, isn't it?
True, but what we should do there is we should have a slightly slower approach.
Okay.
And what I didn't want is for him to step towards the road and then your harsh brake comes in.
Yeah.
So that's where the brake issue is a bit of a concern for me. So I would say try and brake light.
Okay.
Rather than kind of quick.
Agreed,
Because if somebody behind's a bit close,
then
you're going to have trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Signal timed at the beginning. Moving off safety at the very beginning. You know when you couldn't figure out the handbrake?
Yeah.
So initially you looked all around.
Yeah.
But then you were trying to figure out the handbrake and your attention is inside the car. By the time you've moved off, your blind spot check is now too old. So you needed to check again.
Okay.
Your maneuver, your reverse. We've got
I don't know. It's completely. I mean, because of test pressure, or because I've done every day. I mean, in India we do every day.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It completely went wrong. Then I realized because looking at the car which is parked next to me, I understand this. I got to know that I'm completely in the wrong.
You're kind of in between.
Yeah. So I just. But is that okay? Like.
Yeah. But because you had to go forward and readjust, and there was a blind spot check missing in the first half, so you did get marked down for control and observation.
Okay.
But that's not an issue as long as you're generally checking. If you have to move around a little bit, it's okay. But you will get marked down for control for that.
Okay.
Yeah, generally not a lot going on, but it was the brake that was a little bit concerning for me, and that gap that you took with the van.
Okay.
Overall, you know what you're doing. Great driving. Always driving at the speed of the road. But it's just when that brake's coming in, make it light. And
Yeah.
Would you agree that the brake does come in a bit sharp sometimes?
Yeah, because I was a little bit like it's completely new car.
Yeah.
And I was.
Yeah, there's that side of it as well because the brakes might be more sensitive in this car than the car you've been used to.
Yeah.
So we gotta.
So I thought I'll get the major one on the bigger roundabout because. Was it okay? Like I followed the.
You followed your lane nicely, but you nearly missed that red light.
Yeah.
Your brake came in a bit harsh on that.
Yeah.
But because you did stop, it's okay. But that's again with that brake harsh was like, oh, he's gonna miss it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think what section I need to work on more?
It's more your awareness of how you're gonna slow down for things.
Okay.
Making sure that you're lightly braking. Because you are slowing down. I don't feel like you're going to miss traffic lights, miss roundabouts, miss things like that. I just feel like you're going to brake and get that brake down harsh, which then could be an issue for a person behind you or, So just be careful with how we're braking as well, because what if somebody behind you is following too closely?
Could be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all right. So that's the end of our mock test video today. Hopefully that video has been useful for you guys as well. And don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.